Hello and welcome to another episode of A Coffee with Chris, the social media show that helps you create impact. As always, brought to you in association with our charity partners, 𝗖𝗵𝗁, who help local people affected by cancer, and Blue Bear Coffee, replacing your business's coffee to help children that have experienced human trafficking. Today, I am sipping, as we speak, on their lovely 𝗖𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗃 blend, and it is absolutely delicious. You need to get your business topped up with this special brew. And also, today's show is, as always, proudly sponsored by Oliver Hill, Limitless Film and Media, Mindset HR, and the wonderful Wingfield Consultants. Now, that's all of the formalities. Let's get stuck in today's episode. I'm so excited actually to welcome today's guest, managing partner of Live Chat Factory, Karen Levett. For those of you that don't know Live Chat Factory, they specialize in digital customer service. They handle live chat, which is what we're speaking about today, emails, calls, phones, and social media to help businesses engage effectively with their customers online. Karen, let's, as always, as we like to do on this show, let's kick off with the why. Why do businesses need to stop sleeping on the live chat opportunity?
Well, hello, Chris, and it's great to be here. The why is because your customers won't wait for you. So we're an instant now society. We want everything now. And businesses that are still relying on, let's face it, emails can be slow. And if you give them an endless, forms to fill in and say, we'll get back to you, you're just leaving everything to chance. I mean, you're losing sales, full stop. So I would say, think about live chat as a 24/7 salesperson. Think about it as your problem solver. Think about it as your brand ambassador.
Yes.
Don't just think about it as something that's sitting on your website. You've got to use this tool. This is a fantastic tool. And it can do everything from, handling your inquiries, qualifying your leads, resolving issues. That's what it's there for. And that's what it should be used for. And live chat can convert more, definitely. And the data doesn't lie. Basically, if you're not offering live chat, then you're making it harder for people to buy from you. And in business, the harder you make it, the more customers walk away, Chris.
So true. What a lovely way to start. I'm totally with you on all of that. And we really are in this kind of instant reply era now, aren't we, Karen, where it's like that is the non-negotiable, that is the expected, and yet so many businesses aren't quite cutting it. It's really interesting, Karen. A number of years ago now, the larger brands, supermarkets in particular, Ryanair, they would be replying on social media with witty, personalized comments, etc., relatively quickly. They've got big, teams of 15, 20 people. And even beyond that now, we're in this point of no. We need it within 30 seconds, right? It needs to be absolutely instant, even beyond that. So great to kick off with the why, Karen. But, and there is a but, I can listen and hear and feel this resistance, this stigma, this shadowy cloud drawing upon us now on this podcast, which is, but I don't want a robot. All I want to speak to a human. So it leads me to ask you, Karen, what's the right balance between automation and the human touch?
Okay, I knew this would come up. So this is, it's like the golden question, and everybody is concerned with this. I would say, automation is a tool. You have to remember, automation is a tool. It's not a replacement for real customer service. So if you go in with that mindset at the beginning, the key is knowing when to use it and when to step in with a human. So for instance, you'd have an AI agent handling basics. This is a good scenario. Not everybody does this, but this is a great scenario, really. FAQs, routing questions, gathering customer details. So you think about it. If you've got say 100 customers a day and 50% of those are about deliveries, your poor advisors, you don't want them to be saying all the same thing. Even if they've got a canned response, it's taking their time. If you've got an AI agent who answers that and basically answering like a human would, then that's great, isn't it? Because that's all your customer wants to know. And that's
Yeah.
what they go on live chat for. I want a quick response. I want to know the answer. So humans will take over when it matters. So if you've got complex inquiries, you've got some complaints, sales conversations that need a little personalization. Now that an AI agent, that can be picked up very quickly, because it doesn't mean because you've just got, say, you're implementing the tools, the AI tools, that you're not going to now have humans behind it. It would be a big mistake if you did. So the best customer experience, in my opinion, is a seamless blend of both. So you have, if done well, customers should feel like they're chatting with the brand, your brand. They should feel you get them. And they should feel that whether it's AI agent, whether it's an AI agent, or whether it's a live agent, a human, they should feel that they're getting a really good service and that they're being understood. So really, customers don't care if it's AI or human when it's done well. What they care about is getting the right answer, the right time, quickly and effortlessly.
Love that, Karen. So with you on many levels. We're going to talk about speed later on in this conversation, actually, because I think it's so important to do so. And you've used that word seamlessly there. And I want to talk to you about that, because one of our experiences with using live chat or chat bots, essentially, with regards to the world of social media, is wiring that up using Facebook's tools to instantly respond to customers immediately, so they've got something rather than nothing. So, for example, we are very honoured to run the social media channels for a local cosmetics company, Norwich Cosmetic Clinic. And as soon as someone sends them an Instagram DM or sends them a Facebook message, they get that response straight away that says, hey, we're going to be back to you shortly. In the meantime, if it's urgent, here's our number, here's our other socials, here's our website, here's our FAQs, etc. So I think even that alone is something that's still so untapped. But that's my ramble. My question to you, Karen, is how would you propose an SME or perhaps a medium-sized business would implement live chat specifically with their social to really kind of get the most out of the area that you specialize in?
It's interesting that you mentioned a beauty company there, Chris, because yeah, I mean, we've worked with a beauty company who had all their inquiries was basically on Instagram. Like I'd say about 80% of their inquiries was on Instagram. And what we did, we implemented a live chat link. So basically their customers could ask questions through the link. So all it was a little, and this was a very basic one. This was this wasn't even what I would implement now, something a lot more sophisticated. But this was kind of fairly basic. But what it did, it brought it back to us, and in the back end. So the customer doesn't see this. They don't know that, they're chatting with somebody who's also chatting on Facebook and chatting on somebody's website, but it comes through. So the beauty of that is that it's all kept in one place, that you're getting the reporting that comes from that. You know where it is. You're not losing it anywhere in a load of messages. And it's very easy to implement something like that. So basically, you could turn a DM on Instagram or a question, somebody's asking a question, very quickly into a support ticket or a sales conversation. It would be the same on Facebook, really, Chris. You'd get tons of comments, so live chat can engage in real time and move the conversation to a private chat should it need to be, certainly if it was a complaint. Same with Twitter or X. Chat can be embedded into the customer's journey, resolving issues without back and forth DMs, so there's a lot of things that are going on now and a lot of tools you can use to implement that quite easily. But what I would say, it's always good to have, unless Instagram is your only channel, I would say if you're using lots of other channels, bring it back to a base like we do. We have our platform and everything comes through there, so we can really control it, if you know what I mean.
I wasn't going to ask you this question, Karen, but I am actually. Two-pronged question, which has just sprung to my mind now. One is this something that you can wire up with a LinkedIn account, a personal and/or a business page? Is that something? First of all, can you do that? Can you achieve that?
Do you know what? I've never even thought about it. I've never even tried. Never thought. I mean, I know there's lots now. Like, what do you mean? As in to respond to
messages.
I mean, there are tools. There are tools that do that, but I wouldn't say they're doing it very well. I mean, there's certainly things like, say, 𝗖𝗵𝗿𝗶𝘁𝗵𝗵, and the latest, I can't remember, there's another one out at the moment. And they would get in touch, you create the mail, don't you? And then they can get in touch with hundreds of, I'm not a fan of things like that. So haven't really investigated it. So I wouldn't want to say. What I would say, Chris, is if social media was a hotel, then live chat is the concierge. If you look at it like that, so it's the all-knowing, all-seeing. It's the person you're going to go to. I'm going to go there because they know all the answers, and that is what your customers want.
Yeah, brilliant. I think that's such a good analogy to think about. Karen, I was also going to ask you. This is unplanned as well. Forgive me. This sounds incredible. It also sounds very expensive. So, what sort of level of investment? I mean, I'm not asking you to quote exact figures, but how attainable is it for an SME, for example, to kind of wire up a live chat function with their business?
Super cost effective, because the beauty of live chat is that you can have 2 and 3 chats at the same time. So it's not like a phone call where, if you have an advisor, then it is that one call, obviously. So that can be expensive, but if you're thinking of implementing live chat with a live advisor, and especially with the AI tools that sit around it. So for us at Live Chat Factory, for instance, my big value piece is that it's always human, it's always personalized. I don't want to go down the route where, we're just putting any old stuff out. We're always on top of it. But there are times that it can assist. And when it can, let's do it. Let's use it. So very cost effective. I mean, I would say you could have, cover with live chat for less for the whole week. And this is a whole team. So you're not thinking about salaries, you're not thinking about breaks if somebody's sick or anything like that. You've just got that full cover. You say, I want cover from 9 till 5. That's what you're going to get. Then basically it would be less than half. So I'd say about a third even of what you would pay a full-time person. But you're getting all that benefit of somebody, professionals the whole time. That's it.
I think this is the magic specifically with Live Chat Factory. I really do. And I think what's also really interesting, just linked to that monetary financial piece, Karen, is that there are so many leads that are falling off the table. There are so many opportunities that are being left alone and you are losing out on because you're simply not getting back to people quick enough. And that leads me nicely onto this piece around speed, Karen, right? And this is completely linked with your cost. Is that, if you respond to someone quicker than your competition, regardless of price, sometimes you might convert, right? And so I want to ask you about, what's your take on, live chat and speed of response, and what have you seen working with some of your customers and your clients around getting back to people fast or not, and the impact that has?
Certainly with live chat, I would say, that people expect the instant response, basically. I mean, let's face it, you're going on for a chat very quick. It might be a quick question. You don't want to pick up the phone. You don't want to email somebody. I just want to know, would you have that in my size 12? Would you, can I customize a box of pies? Do you do thread vein removal? It could be a myriad of questions. You just want an immediate answer. Now, if you get an immediate answer and it's nice and it's personalized and it's what you want to hear, I guess, yes, we do thread veins. Yeah. Right, yeah. And we can sort that out. In fact, we're really professional at thread. It's one of our specialities, for instance. Then why would you want to go anywhere else?
Yeah.
You just wouldn't want to, so I think it's great. I mean, for me, I love it. I've loved it for years. I've seen the opportunities, the benefits of it, and yeah, I'm still remain, in awe of it, because it's really on its journey now, I think, live chat.
This is exactly why I wanted to get you on, Karen, because no one's come on this podcast yet and has spoken about it so passionately, and I completely understand the reason why, because there's just such an opportunity here, and I still think so many businesses aren't using it. It blows my mind. I'd say at least 50% of our clients aren't using live chat. There's definitely a gap there. Karen, I want to kind of give you the opportunity to maybe share some success story or a success story here. It's like in terms of the benefits, the features of live chat. How have you seen it through your eyes have a profound impact with your customers, whether that be a small, medium, large business, an individual? I'm really interested to hear, how specific features within the live chat factory process have enabled a business to make more profit, which is what most of us are here for, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess because we deal with a few clients, we see different success stories. The one that I always like is the increase in customer satisfaction. So we, with live chat and across other channels, but we're talking about live chat. So with live chat in particular, we do collect lead gen. So we ask any customers that come on, we're going to take your email, and we ask all the right permissions, get all that. People nowadays don't mind because they know they're talking to that company, and it's my email. So we then, at the end of a reporting week, a month, whenever the client wants it, we can then come back and go, these are the trends. This is what your customers are talking about. Now, with that, we can turn things around really quickly. They also have this great data, this rich data of all these customers that have contacted them. That's great for the marketing team. This is the URL that they jumped in on. This is where they started to chat. So this piqued their interest. Now, knowing that is like gold dust to me. So, and I believe it is for marketing teams. So, but that aside, say like the sales guys, the directors, they know if there's some pain points. We don't like your delivery. You're using Every, or you're using DPD, or whatever. Whatever it could be. Knowing the information. So for me, that turns our clients. I know they appreciate that we go to that depth of knowledge for. We're not there just to say hi, yeah, oh yeah, look at this. We're there to make them a success. That's what I want to do. I want to grow with them, because if they grow, I'm growing. They're adding more business our way. So I go in with that mindset. I want you to grow, and it works really well. Yeah.
Do you know, that's really interesting, specifically, Karen, the piece around insights and trends. And I don't know why, but I didn't even think about that before I got you on. Like, that is so good. That is such gold for sales teams and marketing teams and directors, of course, rather than finger in the air guessing what people might think they might need answers on. You definitively know that our boots on the ground are saying this is what our customers are most asking us about. These are the problems that our customers / clients are talking about at the moment. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Another reason why live chat is an absolute must in 2025. And Karen, I want to give you a ranting opportunity now. You are allowed to swear if you feel that it's appropriate to do so. What are your biggest live chat icks? What are the things that you see in your world and you go, oh my Lord, no, don't do that?
I guess I've seen quite a few. Well, as a customer myself, I've used quite a lot of channels, and definitely, if live chat's on it, I'm on it because I'm thinking, yeah, let's check this out. So I do have a few. Oh God, I don't like dead end chatbots. So I don't like, if you've got a chatbot and it keeps looping, won't take you to a human. To me, I'm gone.
Yeah.
See you later. Yeah. Slow responses. If you're taking 10 minutes to reply, just call it an email. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
Don't bother. We respond within 20 seconds. And you can also set it up. And if you're really busy, you can set up your live chat to sort of say hi. And I'm just reading your question. It will take me a moment. So just these like little nuances to sort of make sure the customer knows, please don't go away. We're getting to you. We are there. Gives you a kind of the extra few seconds. Too much data collection. Now, as I said, we collect emails, but if a customer didn't want, we do have some customers who don't want us to, they just want us to go jump straight in with a chat, and that's absolutely fine as well. But for me, the best way is to collect their emails, because twofold, if we need to get back to them. But to me, that's enough, name, question, email, no more. You don't want a lot of, what is it you want to talk about? What is this? Click on that, click here. Turns me off personally.
Yes.
And then soulless replies. So people who haven't got any personality that sits behind them, and they're just like, oh yeah, and they don't get it. So a customer might crack a joke, say something, and you don't respond back, like, yeah, peace, love, whatever they, wherever they are, you're meeting them. And I
Yes.
think it should be a really nice conversation, not a corporate sort of jargony type thing, just a fun, but friendly, professional conversation. And they feel it's good. That was nice. That was
Yeah.
efficient.
This
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this this this
Yeah.
is this is the thing, Karen. You speak about that point around asking for too much data, and it absolutely does my head in. And there almost is this get on with it factor that then comes in, and that's why there is such a stigma around live chat, right? It's like because it's not been set up effectively.
Absolutely.
This is why you guys at the Live Chat Factory are doing such an incredible job of helping people on that. So that leads me on, Karen, to actually seamlessly asking you to share with our audience where can people do business with you? How can people learn more? Because there's certainly been some carrots that have been dangled in this conversation, but where can people go to learn more about yourself and your area of expertise, and of course the Live Chat Factory?
So I am on LinkedIn, Chris. Obviously. Please contact me there. You can go on the website, livechatfactory.live. That's the website. You can, if you want to do a personal email, I don't mind if somebody wants to go to Karen, that's Karen, at livechatfactory.live. Please do. I'm more than happy to have a little chat. Or DM me on LinkedIn. I love to chat.
Love that. Karen, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing all of your insights and wisdom with our audience. Massively appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Chris. It's been great, and great questions. I love it. It's really, honestly, it was great. I enjoyed it.
Amazing. Thank you so much also to all of you watching live, watching back, listening back. Do let us know your thoughts, feelings, and feedback on social media. We are at Reeve Social. Get in touch, respond, get in the comments section, tag myself, tag Karen. I'm sure we will be able to spend a minute tops, or maybe we'll live chat you. Let's see what we can do. But do get in touch with your questions and queries if you've got any, and Karen will get back to you. Thank you, as always, for tuning into A Coffee with Chris. Thank you, as always, to our charity partners, Blue Bear Coffee and Big C, and also our sponsors. Thank you so much, and I'll see you this time next week for another episode of A Coffee